Hello Dub Nation, finally the guessing game has come to an end, wondering where the Warriors will finish in the Western Conference standings, who they will face after the regular season, and which home court they will be in. The first round playoffs of the year, where the two rival teams from Northern California will meet again. This is the exciting clash between the Golden State Warriors and the Sacramento Kings. But in this part of the battle, the fight is just another game that will decide the fate of both teams. Whether there will be a chance to extend the season or be among the teams that will have an early vacation. On the one hand, the 10th place Warriors were still trying to prove the dynasty that had flourished for several years in the NBA is still capable of making the playoffs despite the narrow road ahead. On the other hand, the number 9 Kings are trying to let go of the past, face their challenges, and continue to write their own history in the world of basketball. Even though the Sacramento Kings are one spot above the Warriors, NBA analysts still see the Sacramento Kings as the underdogs in this matchup. Since the two Kings players who have been a big factor in many of the Kings' successes are missing, those players are Malik Monk, who has been out of the lineup since March 29th due to a sprained MCL, and Kevin Huerter, who underwent a season-ending shoulder surgery at the end of March. However, although the Warriors are slightly favored over the Kings, you still cannot underestimate the Sacramento Kings led by De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis, who are still a threat due to the excellent chemistry of the Kings duo. Meanwhile, we received news that the Kings feared the Golden State Warriors team. After the right playoff bracket was released earlier, many people were happy because they were also called up in the battle between the Sacramento Kings and the Golden State Warriors. According to sources and the latest information that came out today, that Domantas Sabonis, when asked about the confrontation, was just smiling and chatted on the plane after watching the play-in tournament matches. This means that with the Kings players, it is also clear that it will be difficult for them to beat the Golden State Warriors. Furthermore, De'Aaron Fox also recently gave a statement to journalists that it is not easy for them to get through the play-in tournament. After all, we all know the Warriors as one of the teams that are not easy to lose, especially in these decisive rounds where experienced players usually appear and stand out. The Kings are joined by youngsters Keegan Murray and Davion Mitchell, who became better known last season because of his defense with Stephen Curry. These players are still proof of the Sacramento Kings' formidable offense and very strong defense, which will certainly make games difficult for the Warriors as well. But this is where the missing piece of the puzzle of the Golden State Warriors last season comes into play. The acquisition of so-called scoring god Chris Paul is the Warriors' response to the lack of a veteran backup playmaker who won't simply panic in crucial postseason games. Just like the do-or-die games of the play-in tournament. Point guard Chris Paul, 39 years old, has a lot of experience in 19 NBA seasons and 149 playoff games. With the amount of playoff games that Chris Paul has played in, the lack of the right teammates could be the reason why he doesn't get the title of champion. But now that Chris Paul is with the Warriors, this could be the last chance for the player to prove his skill and talent by being the Warriors' former factor in the battles the team will have to face to reach the coveted championship. Paul shouldn't waste any more time and should show everyone that Golden State didn't make a mistake in signing him to replace Jordan Poole. As the Warriors' postseason games begin, it's safe to say that Paul's real work must begin here to fully earn the respect of critics and prove he is worthy of the country's point guard. Steve Kerr is probably now focused on keeping these key players healthy and in good condition until the end, rather than fighting an uphill battle to try and move up the rankings in the last round. Steve Kerr has spared a large majority of the key pieces. Furthermore, the Warriors have enough experience in big games that will give them confidence to face challenging situations such as the do-or-die games of the play-in tournament.
It's going to be a rematch of last year's first-round series against the Warriors. Just initial thoughts for the play-in game.
You know, it's a winner-go-home game, so I feel like there's going to be plenty of motivation to come out and play. You know, and we're playing home in front of our fans.
Is there any part of you that's kind of like, oh, here we go again?
Yeah, it's like, of course, it had to end this way, but yeah, you know, we're excited. It's gonna be a great game, you know, and we just all gotta be locked in for 48 minutes.
I know it's not a 7-game series, but having gone through a Game 7, will this have the Game 7 feel given the nature of it?
I mean, yeah, it's win or go home, so yeah, we just gotta. Tomorrow we're gonna come in, watch film, practice, and prepare ourselves the best way we can.
The team's a little bit different than what it was last year, even earlier in the season. What do you notice about that team now?
I haven't paid much attention lately because we've been focusing on these last couple games. But yeah, tomorrow we'll probably be in here a long time, you know, watching film and going over things. So,
How much did the Game 7 loss linger with you, or were you able to just erase it and move on?
Yeah, I haven't thought about it, but you know, it's a long season, a new season, and yeah.
Do you look forward to a chance for sort of payback in a way, though?
We just need to win and move on. You know, that's my only thought.
You try to avoid sort of the drama of that matchup. It seems like because you guys have had so many matchups, but also so much sort of bad blood. You do try to stay away from the drama of it, though, don't you?
I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, we just finished the game. You know, we're focused on Portland.
Yeah,
that's our matchup. I'll find out more stuff for you guys tomorrow. Our only goal is to win, because if you lose, the season's over. So that's all we're thinking about.
You obviously needed to come in here and take care of business today. Just what do you take away from this game and as you move forward?
You know, I'm just happy we came out, you know, and we just fought, played hard, you know, and got this win and got some rest.
Thank you, guys.
Leave your comments, opinions, criticisms, suggestions in the comments section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching Gold-Blooded News. Turn on notifications so you know when I send new news. A hug and see you next.
Curry for the record. It's good! We're gold-blooded!
Go Dubs!